Americans struggle under an annual regulatory burden that exceeds $1.75 trillion. What difference does it make? I'm Senator Ron Johnson, and this is the story of how the federal bureaucracy cost one man everything. Granite City, Illinois has suffered severe flooding since the 1950s. More than once, the White House declared the area a disaster and provided federal funding. In 1965, Congress told the Army Corps of Engineers to fix the problem. From 1973 to 1995, the Corps issued study after study after study. 8 studies that all recommended creating lakes and channels to stop the flooding. Yet the Corps did nothing. Meet Stephen Lathrop. This is his family. In 1990, Steve bought the dump at the end of his street, a source of major flooding in his neighborhood.
For more than 30 years, Dobry Slough had been a dumping ground, a swamp, an eyesore which helped aggravate horrible ground and drainage problems for hundreds of residents, until a Granite City man decided to take a bold step. He never thought working on his own property would cost him almost everything.
Steve obtained the necessary permits. He then invested more than $100,000 and converted the dump into a lake. But the Corps decided the dump was a wetland and threatened jail time and fines if he did not convert the lake back to its original state. This, despite the fact the lake saved his neighborhood from flooding, when the rest of the county was declared a disaster area. To add insult to injury, in 1994, the Corps referred him to the EPA for prosecution. The EPA declined to prosecute Steve. Following EPA guidelines, Steve would create new wetlands on the adjacent farm. The new project required a permit from the Corps, so Steve invested another $200,000 to apply for this permit. That was 14 years ago. The permit never arrived. 23 years later, after buying the dump at the end of his street, Steve is on the verge of bankruptcy. What difference does government intrusion make? For Steve and his family, everything.